Oh. Hello? Is anybody here? Hi, Rep Ash. So, hello, Texas Kim. Rep Ash, that's never going to happen, honey. Hi, Sabrina. Hi, Sweet Wheat. So, Laura, you just did a live. I want to know what information you're talking about. Hi, Galway Girl. Hi, April May. Hi, Long Island Girl. Miranda Smith, how are you? Amanda T. Coco Loco Pop. I really want to know what information you're talking about. You said false information? Laura, I've never lied when it comes to you. I would like you to pinpoint what false information you're talking about. Laura, you called Diane and Wendy an idiot. Yet you don't even know that they was reacting to a video that Wendy V had put together. I wasn't reacting with them. They asked me to come up on their chat or on their live. I couldn't do it. You see, I get real tired at night. I go to sleep early. So yeah, I couldn't come up. Hi, Pixie. Hi, One Win. I'm really bothered by what you do, Laura. And I'm going to say this, and a lot of people might get mad at me, but I'm just going to say it anyways because that's what I do. I speak truth, not you. You use other people's pain and heartache as your gain. You did it to Tracy. You've now done it to Letha twice. Just for sympathy so you can get some donos for Disneyland. Great friend there, Laura. Hi, Dragon's Law. Hi, Monkey Mar. It's really disgusting when you can talk about someone's weight the way you do when you ain't no size 2. That's hypocrisy, Laura. You know, the other day I heard you in your live and you was saying how you don't attack people, how you don't go after people. The hell you don't. You attack people because it makes you feel good. You get some weird dopamine kick whenever you trash other people. You've always been that way. You love doing that. You also said that you don't attack your ex-Patreons. Well, reality confirms that is a lie. Hi, Joanne, born to sparkle. How are you, honey? It's really sad, you see, when you use other people's tragedies for sympathy. That's disgusting. It's disgusting when donations come pouring in because you think that that's a quick way to get money. And that's exactly what all this is. Nobody mentioned Letha's husband in a derogatory way. No one. I didn't even know anything about this. And you're sitting there calling me a liar and an obsessed person. No, I'm not obsessed with you, Laura. I like to critique the dumb shit you say and do. But I promise I'm not obsessed. If I was obsessed, you see, my whole channel would be about you. And my whole channel is not about you. I did not build my channel off of you. You know what, Laura? I have videos that go back to 2015 that are on private. My channel, you see, would have a whole lot more views than it does if I hadn't have deleted them and privated them. I've been around longer than you have. This is my second channel, Laura. You're funny. You know, if you sat there and said that you're not triggered and you're not upset and you're not triggered by Diane and Wendy, if you wasn't triggered, you wouldn't have gone live. You wouldn't have said all the shit you did. And you sat there and said, I hope Letha's not upset with me for going live and doing this. You know what? I can remember you said the same damn thing when you did this to Tracy. You said, I hope she's not mad at me for using her picture and going live and talking about her cancer. Oh, the cancer she didn't even have again. And she was the one that had to iron that shit out for you so it wouldn't look bad on you. Because you lied so you could get donations that day. I remember it clearly because we were all in mod chat. What are you doing, Laura? Yeah. And then you said you wanted to, quote, kill somebody. Oh, no, that was Makeup Mobster. My bad. Smack a bitch. Right, Makeup Mobster? You want to smack a bitch? Ohio's not that far away. Let me know when. Laura, you also made fun of someone for being in a wheelchair at Disney. So now we're making fun of people in wheelchairs again? What's wrong with you and people in wheelchairs? What's wrong with that? Is there something wrong with that, Laura? Now you're making fun of people's handicaps? Laura, is that it? Hi, Doll Factory. And then this is the best part. This is the best part. You was planting seeds by saying that Diane and Wendy are scared and intimidated by Savage in hopes that Savage and Diane and Wendy get drug into this mess you've created. You know, I like Savage. She's pretty smart. She'll end up seeing what you're all about, Laura. Give her time. That's a pretty dirtball move there, Laura. You got to bring up Savage so Savage can get in the mix, right? So Diane and Wendy can not only argue with you, but with Savage too. I heard Savage the other day say about you, Laura, that she will not fight with people that do not attack her. I heard her say that. She doesn't want to be brought into this petty ass shit that you've created. She's not going to fight your battles. I just think it's hysterical how low you go just for a few donations. Disney money, honey, right? I never mentioned your Disney trip. I could give a shit less. I don't care. That's how obsessed I am. I don't give a damn. But you're not going to call me a liar, Laura. I need you to prove where I've lied. Again. Now, I've asked you this a million times, and you won't show any proof that I've ever lied. Oh, Tracy. That's going to hurt, hon. I'm sorry. Everybody say a prayer for the truth. She's got a pretty yucky burn on her arm, and it looks awful. Say a prayer that it heals without any kind of infection. Hi, Rosewater. See, and that's funny too. Nobody is afraid of anybody on this platform. I mean, what are they going to do? Beat you up with a keyboard? With some words? Are they going to call you a bitch? Oh no. I full on drama. Whatever happened to you not doing any more drama, Laura? What happened to whatever they say about me, I'm just going to ignore? I'm done with the drama. What happened with that? Oh, that must have been a fib. You're funny, Laura. You are fun to critique. Critiquing has nothing to do with obsession. This is YouTube. If there was an obsession, I would be in your real life. I don't care about your real life. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't affect me outside in my real life. Hi, British Chippy. One win. I thought that was a great reaction too. But then again, you see, nobody's as good as Laura. Only Laura can do it the right way. If it's not Laura's way, it's wrong. Typical narcissist. Hi, Mrs. Michelle. How are you? You know, there's a lot of people, Laura, that don't agree with you, but they don't want to fight with people, so they don't say things on their channels. I'm always going to say things on my channel. You know, years ago, when I started my channel, I always critiqued people. Like, that's just what I do. There's so many channels out there that do that. Be Our Guest, he's one. Um, I'm not going to name any names, but there's many, many, many channels out there. Are they obsessed when they do it? Or is it just me because it involves you? Help me figure that one out. I guess maybe I am a dipshit because I can't figure that out. Yeah, I did. I did one on Armchair Defective yesterday, which was completely ridiculous. I can't even believe he would imply that that was a death threat. I'm pretty shocked over that one. Hi, Mandolin. Yeah, see, that's all Laura can do. She can insult someone about their weight. She can insult someone about their looks. That's all she's got. But that's content, right, Laura? You want to sit there and say how Diane and Wendy do not have content, but you do because you call people fat asses and whoppers and ugly all the time, right? That's real content, huh? The hypocrisy with you is insane. I mean, I don't get it. If anybody would like to come up and kind of hang out with me and talk about this, I'd be more than happy to have you up. The name calling has got to stop. It's not funny. It just makes you look like a fool. It makes you look ignorant. When you're almost 50 years old, Laura, and you're attacking somebody on their weight and looks, that really proves you're not capable of attacking someone else for anything else. You can only attack for their looks and their weight. You're not intelligent enough to attack for anything else. Every live you do, you have to call somebody a name. You have to make fun of somebody's looks or weight. Is Top Cop in here? Hey, Top Cop. Hi, Caslin. Hi, Remy. Hi, Pixie Dust. You know, if you was in any other community, Laura, and you said these things about people, people would critique you on that. They would do lives on you. They would do videos on you. And honestly, as narcissistic as you are, I really do think you like it. I think that you use this as an excuse just for content. You love it when people pay attention to you, good, bad, or indifferent. You love that. You can't help it. You want to be talked about. I can't tell you how many times I have sat there and heard you have conversations with people and you break into the conversation and talk about yourself, or you'll say, "Oh, are they talking about me?" And you get so excited. It's funny. Like, I mean, it's actually sad, but for a woman that's almost 50 years old, it's sad. I've never met somebody so arrogant in my life. You know, you can't admit that you've made mistakes. You can't admit that maybe you're wrong about things. It's always somebody else. And you deflect by putting it onto everyone else. Like I said, Laura, I really need you to point out where I have lied. Point out where I got anything wrong. Because the way that Wendy V clipped that video together was perfect. And it made complete sense. Nothing was out of context. It was absolutely spot on. And Diane and Wendy reacted to it. And that infuriates you, doesn't it? So you have to degrade them. Can't nobody be making fun of what Laura does or says. Hi, Kathy. No, I don't really know Bam Bam. I have seen parts of her lives a few times, but that's about it. Oh, she's done some lives on AD? That's really interesting. I used to follow him years back, but yeah, he's no good. Oh yeah, the truth. If you talk about her or critique her, you're obsessed with her. And that's not the case. She even said that on my community page is nothing but her. Well, if you go and take a look at my community page, Laura, oh, that's right. You've got me blocked. So I don't know if you can see it, huh? Well, get on one of your multiple troll accounts and go look at my community page. You will see that it's not all about you. You're not all that I think about. Sorry to disappoint. Yeah, I'm surprised that she has as much support as she does. I mean, you know, I still would like a number of all the Patreons that have left her. that actually stick by her and that, support her. I'd love to see that, how many there are. I hate how she calls people names. That gets under my skin like you would not believe. If you're not intelligent enough to go at somebody for something they've done online, you just want to act like a 5-year-old and call them a fatty or whatever you say at 50. That's pretty damn sad. And yet here you are calling people dipshits. That's cute, Laura. Becky, I have no idea. Well, yeah, they want to give her the donations because of the sympathy. Laura is ace with using somebody's tragedy for her content. She loves to play that sympathy card so you feel sorry for her, so those donations start pouring in. It's what she does. She is a master manipulator. Every time, sweet crazy. It's every time. Never would I get on here and use a tragedy for sympathy and for donations. I wouldn't do it. I didn't do it when my son's father died. I didn't do it when my close friend died. And her case was in the news. I didn't do it then. And they just had her funeral. And I needed all the support I could possibly get. Like, I was not okay. And I've got some pretty amazing women in my life that was there for me. And I'm so grateful for that, you know? I guess I'm not that kind of a person. I don't want to use somebody else's pain for my gain, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, why do that? And I'm a firm believer that there is such a thing called karma. And man, eventually that karma is going to catch up with you. I'm sorry that I'm not keeping up with chat. It's the multitasking. It's the dipshit in me. Yeah, monkey, it was sad. There's some family members of Cheryl's that posted some videos and pictures of her service, and it was really sad. I couldn't go. I couldn't do it. And although everybody that I worked with was there, and even some of my family went, I couldn't do it. Like, I know my father was there, and that would have been the perfect opportunity to probably have reached out to him and maybe talked to him, since I haven't talked to my own father in 5 years. But I couldn't force myself to go there again. I don't know. There's some sad things going on in this world, and I don't want to use that for content. I don't want to use that for sympathy. Like, there's so many people out of jobs right now, and money is unbelievably tight. I can't do that to people. And I don't understand how other people can do that. Thank you, CCK. Oh, yeah, Michelle, Mrs. Michelle, they sure did. And I'm sure she'll go live reacting to this live, so she gets more of that Disney money. I'm not jealous of Laura. She has nothing that I want. I don't hold on to material things like other people do. They come and go for me. I don't care. Like, what matters to me is that I've got clothes on, my kid's happy, he's got the clothes that he wants on. It's so funny. I was thinking about this the other day. I used to shop at American Eagle, and like every spring I'd go and get the nicest outfits, the ones that were just coming out. And then every winter I would go and get the coolest clothes. And now I could honestly care less. The name brand stuff doesn't really bother me anymore because I want my kid to have it. So that's where my life's at. I sit there and I make sure that he gets the clothes he wants to wear. And that's the way it should be, I guess. I don't know. I don't make a whole lot of money, neither, and so most of my money goes to the stupid house and taxes. You guys don't fight. I like Remy, and I know that a lot of people have some problems with Remy, but I have always liked Remy, and I met her, what, 2 years ago? She's got a she's got a place in my heart. Um, I think a lot of things have happened to her that are kinda unfair, and I don't think she's responsible. I sit and I watch different streams. I sometimes I say something and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm busy and I can't, but I still see things that go on, and I'm like, wow, Remy's getting blamed for that, but it's not her, and I feel bad. Hi, breaking the silence. How are you? Oh, hey, home ecology. How are you? Oops. But I just wanted to come on for a few minutes and kind of decompress and vent. And if I've upset anybody by things that I've said, I apologize. But it's the way I feel. And it's my opinion. I'm still waiting for Laura to tell me how I'm a liar. Please point out where I lied, Laura. I'll wait. Truth, you want to take me with you? Full on drama. I've heard a few people actually say that you and I sound alike. I'm really disappointed in you, Laura, that you can sit there and make a joke about somebody being at Disneyland in a wheelchair. Like I said, aren't you intelligent enough to make fun of somebody for their actions on YouTube instead of making fun of them for being in a wheelchair or making fun of their weight or their looks? Why don't you stop? You're not respected when you make fun of people like that. Yeah, some people are going to find you funny when you say things like that, but you're not respected. You're just being an asshole. Oh my gosh, Galway, you're right. You know, I don't even know how to mention this, but since I'm on the topic of Laura, she was giving links to a man that had, taken his own life while being live on Facebook. And she says, I watched that about 5 or 8 times, and it wasn't that bad. I've seen worse. And I was eating. That is the most morbid thing I have ever heard. And for anybody that's seen that video would understand why. But Laura says, "Oh, well, I'm in true crime, and when you do true crime like I do, you've seen way worse than that." What kind of answer is that? Weirdo. I wish I could check the messages right now. I can't because I'm doing this from my cell phone because my computer is it's cooked. That laptop is done. I did buy a new charger for it the other day, and it didn't help. So that laptop's officially done. Yeah, he was a veteran, and it was disrespectful towards him, and especially since his own family said, "Please don't share this around." We're asking people not to, view this. This was our family member, this was someone's son, someone's, you know, I don't understand why people get so infatuated with watching that kind of gore. I don't know. I need a hug. Yeah, we definitely do need those. More hugs need to go around more often. Like, this community is literally falling apart. Everybody's fighting, and it's not just bickering. Like, this is like real fights. Friendships are breaking up, and I had a friend that we're not friends anymore, and I didn't make it public, and I don't intend on making it public. And there's just certain things you don't need to make content. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't understand why people have to fight the way they do. Virtual hugs back. Did I see somebody say a message that they was going to come up? Oh, is Smokey P in here? Hey, Orange Butterfly. And Hockey Mom, I don't like to count people's coin, and I'm not trying to. I don't care how much money she does get. That doesn't bother me. The fact that she's getting money really doesn't bother me. It's how she gets it. It's how she goes about it. Like, you bring up other people's tragedy to gain sympathy from people, you know, that's insane to me. I couldn't do that. I don't know. Hi, Margie Jones. How are you? Well, since nobody's going to come up, I think I'm just going to jump off here. Yeah. Who goes to Disney during a pandemic, right? My son, he's going to school. Hold on. My son, he's going to school like 2 days out of the week. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, kids aren't going to school 5 days a week anymore. Like, he's down to two, and they're contemplating not even sending the kids to school because I guess there's been some um, COVID cases that have been positive in our town. So they're talking about not sending the kids. Hi, Blue Sugar. How are you? Oh my God, Hockey Mom, I've heard. Prayers for California and Oregon. Oh my God, Remy, that's hysterical. Like, when I was a kid, we never got snow days even. Oh my gosh. Now kids only go to school twice a week, if that. Hi, Kalea. How are you? Hi, Jules. Florida's shutting down again? Damn. There goes my big idea to go to Disney World. See, I don't even know which is which. Which one's Disneyland? Which one's Disney World? I always get those confused. I've never been to the one in California, but I've been down to the one in Florida several times. It's just been a long time. Oh my gosh, so would we. Like, when I was a kid here in Ohio, we used to get a lot of snow. Like, a lot of snow. Almost blizzard like snow. You don't see that anymore. Like, everything's changed. The world has changed. It's crazy. Ha! Thanks, One Win. Disney World is in Florida, Disneyland in California. I'm an Ohioan, so I never really kind of paid attention to that. I could tell you guys something really embarrassing about me. I don't know if I should. I think I'll hold it for another time. No, I'll go ahead and tell you. Since I'm a dipshit, when I was younger, when I was a kid, I thought Arkansas was Arkansas. Oh gosh, it's funny. Oh, Galway, you want a link? Okay. Hi, Casey. How are you, darling? No, the snow in our vicinity has been so mild, and it's been that way for years, like probably the last 10 years. We haven't really had a good snow in forever. Casey, I swear. I used to call it Arkansas. Smoky, right? Oh gosh. And then when I was a younger kid, like even smaller than that, I would be in my grandparents' pictures. They would save like pictures from back in the 20s, 30s, and 40s. And I seriously thought that in the olden days, quote, the olden days, I really thought that it was in black and white. I mean, I was like a little kid when I thought that. I wasn't like a teenager or anything, but I really thought that in the olden days, it was black and white. So there, if anybody ever wants to make fun of me, there you go. I thought it was Arkansas, and I thought that the olden days was really black and white, like the pictures. Oh man, British Chippy, gosh. Time flies when you get older. I swear. Like, a year has gone by so quickly. The older you get, the quicker time goes by. My grandparents used to always tell me that, and I'd be like, no, Lord, I hit 40, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, they were right. Are you still coming up, Galway girl? Debbie, right? Lucy's World. I'm going to put the link in again. Hopefully it works. Remy, we are old. Oh my gosh. I can sit there and think like 10, 15 years ago, I thought I was old. Now that I'm 40, I'm like, wow, I was really young back then. I should have savored the moments. Oh, it's Pixie. Hey,
Hey,
darling.
girl.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to add too. I think it's just crazy. Word on the streets, and my word on the streets is always accurate.
Pretty
I
on
guess
point.
yes, yeah. Someone said, to her, they asked Laura if she's seen the video, and her response was, yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I watched it like 8 times. I'm sick like that though.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? I'm sick like that though.
And then she said, I've seen worse.
Yeah, and she also said that she was eating while she watched it. That's disturbing and disgusting. Like, I don't care who you are. Why would you want to watch that while you're eating, for one, and then to admit, yeah, I watched it 8 times? That's
Right.
just
And she brings up, oh, I don't see why they're so worried about, me collecting PayPals or whatever for me and my son to go to Disney. No one would care. No one does care. It's the point that she sits up there every single live and calls somebody new an e-bagger.
right.
But but you know what I mean? Like she just doesn't. does she not comprehend that, you just called, the truth and Diane and Wendy? I mean, everybody, you've called so many people an e-beggar, yet you sit there, donations for all donations in September, go to Disney. I mean,
And
really?
she's using the death of someone's husband to boot. Nobody mentioned that woman's husband in a derogatory way. I don't even remember anybody mentioning her husband. So I really don't know what Laura was talking about with that.
I honestly, I kept typing in chat that I didn't even listen to her live. So, are you talking about today? Did she say
Yeah.
this? Yeah, I
Oh
didn't
yeah, she
listen to it. I just seen
yeah.
that you were live, and then I didn't listen to hers though.
Girl, she went live like she did with Tracy. You remember when Tracy said she had to have some blood drawn and, she's afraid. What if the cancer came back? And then Laura went live saying that Tracy's cancer did come back. And she gained so much sympathy for that. And the donations were pouring in. She did the same shit with the loss of one of her Patreon's husbands. She just did that today.
Nice.
Yeah. And I don't understand why people can't see this. Like, I mean, how many times has she
I don't
used?
understand how, I see that, it only lasted, like a week or something like that. But what I don't understand is how anybody, if you sit, okay, I want to say more, but I'm not going to. But what I do want to say, I really do. And I'm going to soon, eventually. And not necessarily about her in general,
Right.
but how people can, say, yeah, we're all, about making peace with her and this and that and it's best. And, obviously that's out the window now. And she hasn't done one live stream that wasn't drama.
Right.
But if you sit back and look at what she has done, individually, what she's done, what she's said and done about Randy. I mean, I could sit here and go on and on and on, but
Oh,
everything,
the shit she did to Randy was disgusting. And that
yes.
that gets forgotten about. People
I mean,
forget about that.
does the call that Diane and Wendy played, is that just crossed off her list as well? I mean, does just everything? Does the people that she has hurt, individual people that she has hurt, does that not matter? Does the calls she played on about Amanda Lynn? I mean, I just look. We could sit here for hours, Sarah. You know that, but
Yeah.
I don't understand. If you want to be at peace or whatever, then you don't even need to be at peace. You go your way like you said you were going to do. I just want out of the drama, just completely out of the drama. I want to go my way, and you guys, you stay in the drama community. Yet you're sitting there playing videos every single day of every person that's, in the drama community, or so to speak, in the drama community or in the drama or whatever. I don't get it. She needs to just go
Because it's
away,
her that
please.
doesn't have the content. She wants to
She
say how every
absolutely has no content. What was that
right.
Friday? She sat there for 20 minutes. Uh, uh, well, I don't really know what else to talk about. As she's like eating food and it's like freaking nails on a chalkboard. Oh my God, she drives me nuts. She drives me crazy.
Yeah, and if I was actually obsessed, Laura, I would have all this shit written down that you have done so I could remember it.
Yeah,
I just can't remember shit off the top of my head.
especially when you're like on a live or on panel, it's like when I'm not, I'm like, oh, she did this and she's so horrible, and and another thing, let's face it, she keeps coming at Tracy because she is so big mad at her.
Oh, big
She's
time.
big mad at her because Kelly and True Helper and them who are who speak to Frankie. And she did that live, and then they all ended up in the Truth Live. You know,
Yeah.
she's
Well,
so
Laura
mad.
did it to herself. When it came to Frankie, that was her fault. She's the one that tagged Frankie's name to begin with.
Oh yeah,
All
yeah.
that was her fault. So when it backfired on her, she had nobody to blame except herself.
And look, let's put this out there too. Tracy is not obsessed with her. She
Not
is
at
going
all.
to. She has like a lot of people who come to her to and beg her to go live about these situations,
Hmm.
about Laura being a piece of shit. So it and after so many things, Tracy will be like, whatever, I'll go live, but
That's
I don't
because
know.
Laura's not Laura. That's because Tracy's not intimidated by Laura. And Tracy
Mhm.
will give it right back to Laura every time. Whenever Laura starts spouting off at the mouth, she
Yep.
knows that Tracy's is going to come swinging.
Mhm.
And
And
she
how?
can't
Oh, and then
stand
how
it.
she said, yeah, she go. I find it funny that she goes live every single time I go live. No, bitch. No.
Nope.
For 2 weeks straight, every time Tracy went live, every time Laura scheduled a live or Laura popped on a live right at that time for
I'm
2 weeks
Mojo.
straight.
Sorry.
I mean, now she might as well do it purposely. I mean, who cares?
And I don't even go live or do videos every time Laura goes live. I just don't. Like, she sits there and says everything I do is about her. And that's just
It's
not true.
everything that is said that anyone like out of you and Tracy, if you guys go live, it's in I mean, you guys have other content, but it's when
It's
it's
in
pertaining to
response to the
her, it's
shit she says.
exactly.
And I have always said that we, as creators and people that, have a channel on YouTube, they have the right to critique people if they want to. That's
Who
exactly what
sits up
Laura
there
does.
for
If
four
Laura can do it,
hours
why can't we do it? You know?
playing these creators lives with these people on panel and stuff? What is she's not, I mean, does she think she's not critiquing, and maybe some of them are embarrassed? Who knows? You don't know. And
Right.
I'm sorry, one last thing, and then I gotta go. But I'm not looking at chat at all. So if anyone said hi, but I'm hi guys. But
Oh, thank you,
what?
Smokey.
Oh, Smokey's here. Tell him I said hello, or I'll tell him
He
hello,
said,
Smokey.
Pixie, you hot mama.
I love you, Smokey. Um, look, uh, put all feelings aside when it comes. This is not me. I don't talk to Brian. This isn't me white knighting for Brian. This is just this is my opinion, looking from the outside in. She had some nerve sitting there on her panel picking apart I think it was Republican Ashes Live that Brian was on. Yeah, with Rel and when Nicole came in and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A person who has had, you know, CPS called on them from YouTube twice. For her to sit there and critique him and his family and what is being said, let's not forget what we hear every other day in the background coming from her house.
Oh, yeah.
But that was just so disturbing to me. That was her, and she looked so desperate. Oh, 180. Oh, you're the new president. Like I'm sorry. She looked desperate, and in the lengths she will go to, be a cool kid
Oh,
is
yeah. If the topic is
pathetic.
hot, she's going to say something and she's going to critique it and pick it apart. That's what
I
she
mean, she
does.
put a red flag on him, to I don't know, for people
Black
to.
hearted, thank you, honey.
It's just it
I
was wrong.
appreciate you. I really adore Black hearted. She's such a sweetheart. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any chat at all.
No, and I do. I feel bad for some of the things that Brian has gone through, and I really try hard not to talk about things when it involves him. I
Yeah,
really do try.
and that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about anybody else in this community and their arguments and their fights and their battles with him. I'm talking about what she did and said and how she did and said it, especially coming from a person who has had CPS called on them twice. It was disturbing to me. It was
Thank
not
you,
right.
sweet crazy.
And
No, it's not right because Laura's been through it too. You know, she said she's had 2 CPS calls.
mm,
Okay, well, so you can't sympathize for Brian and leave him alone? Why do you have to go in on him? You know what he's gone through.
and she's so dumb. And again, this is just what I've seen go down. Like, he said nothing bad about her.
No.
It got 180, and I thought it was fucking hilarious. Oh, excuse my language, but called her like the cunt, called her a cunt, and she's sitting there praising him and throwing Brian, just belittling the shit out of Brian. What sense does that make? It just, I
It
don't know.
doesn't, because one minute she'll say she doesn't have a problem with Brian, and then the next she does. You know, if he's the hot topic at the moment, she has a problem with him again. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's just
Yeah.
how she rolls. She's got to use people's um, problems, personal problems for her content. It's how she rolls.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Like I said,
Go ahead.
I've been trying to like not pick on Brian. He and I made amends. So I'm really, I don't need to use him as content. I don't need to hurt him any more than he's already been hurt. Like, I don't want to be making videos about him when he's trying to lay low and just be cool, Now, that's just my perspective of things. When it comes to other people, I don't know. I'm just saying how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want problems with Brian, and I don't want to cause him any problems.
Right, and I don't want anyone. I don't even want this to necessarily. This isn't even really so much about Brian. I'm not gonna say. I don't even want to go any further. I'm not gonna say, well, he did this and he did it, but they did this and I don't care about that. I'm just want look at the big picture of what she was doing. Go back and listen to it, people. Like, it was just like, I don't know. It was so weird to me. It was so wrong.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
don't know. I think
that would be like somebody playing her live, and you hear, like we do, you hear all the f bombing and the this and that, not coming from the parents, but coming from the kids' mouths. That would be like, you know, pulling that apart and just, and then because someone else did a live on it, other people did I don't know, that's how problems get started. And why even go there? Don't play other people's content, first off. And
yeah.
if you have opinion, regarding people's kids and wives and girlfriends, either go to that person or keep it to yourself.
I agree.
Is the chat yelling at me because I said Brian?
No, not at all.
And everybody is mad at Brian.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
care. I don't care either way. I'm stating the fact. Whether people want to pretend they don't, see it, that's fine too. But
there's going to be people that doesn't like Brian, and there's going to
that
be
was,
people that
yeah, they don't like Brian or anybody. Look, there's another person I want to discuss, but I'm not going to today. But yeah, I just wish more people would be leaders than followers, because it's like they jump on the I hate
the
this
hate
person.
train.
I hate it. It just, be you. And you, like,
Right.
in our little group, I mean, I get into it with people every day because I'm like, I like this person, whether you like it or not. I mean, not, you know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
don't care. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to, I mean, if someone's messing with one of my friends on here, like close friends, then yeah, I'm going to have a problem. But I'm not
There's
going to,
some people that I like that you don't like. There's some people
yeah,
that you like that I don't like. Like, we don't get into
absolutely.
arguments about it. That's just something we leave separate.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's why I can talk to you about it too, because you'll just sit there and like, like, listen to me. And I
Right.
know you're not going to be like, well, why would you even be talking to that person? Well, because I like them. Like, well, it's just,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know.
Crazy, crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump down,
Yeah, I'm
but
probably
thank
going to have to
you
get
for
off
having
here
me
and make
up,
dinner. Thanks for
and I love
coming up
you.
anytime, Pixie. I don't like being up here by myself anyways. I always want somebody to come up and hang out with me. So yeah,
Shoot,
thanks
if
for
I
coming
had
up.
more time, I would sit up here with you for hours.
Girl, you're a busybody.
Yeah, I know.
You're always
All
doing
right.
something, always busy.
I know. I love you. I'll talk to
I
you in a
love
few.
you.
All
Okay,
right. Bye.
bye. Well, guys, oh, wait, do I have to kick you or something? No, you're gone. Okay. Guys, I think I'm going to jump off here. It's been an hour, and I just kind of wanted to come up here and say things from my perspective and kind of just rant about some of the things that Laura says and does. You know, she can react to people's videos and lives and everything else. Well, I can react to the things you say. I might not be up here doing a reaction video like you do, Laura, but I sure as hell can bring you up, especially when you mention my name. So, with all that being said, I hope all of you have a great day. And yeah, Winky Whispers, honey. Everybody say a prayer for Winky Whispers. She's had a rough day or two. You're in my heart, Winky. All right. Take care, everybody. And thanks for coming to hang out with me. I love you, Top Cop. See you guys later. Bye.